Yeah, the question I have, I think I sent the article to you, kind of through your website anonymously. The McChrystal guy that broke the story for the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
He was in LA and they had a video of him basically saying he was going 100 miles an hour in a sports car, and it showed his transmission like 300.
No, that wasn't McChrystal. That was the guy who broke the drug thing.
Was it drug? Okay.
It was the drug thing from San Jose.
Okay. Yeah. And
San Jose, yeah.
And I think it just looked staged. It was, the lights were out there, a guy was out there with a little water hose. I mean, we're talking about a major fire. It wasn't, and it wasn't a fire that you would normally see in a car.
Well, you see, the way they cover up, even his wife says she believes he committed suicide with more than one bullet. Yeah, more than one bullet, you see, you know. And so it's the whole fear thing. Now, black men's organs are the most expensive organs in the world. That's why you drive-by shootings. That's 99.9% men. So if we just a bunch of thugs in the Negro neighborhood, and we're just gonna go out shooting people, so when did we get some kind of honor? We're not gonna shoot women.
Right.
Women and children.
And so if you see the date on this here.
November 19th.
Yeah, November the 19th.
1996.
1996, okay? And the headline said what?
UCLA faces body disposal investigation.
There's black folks. Some black folks brought a lawsuit, and man, that's the first time I saw the word crematorium. Like Hitler and the Nazis. And they went in there, just read the first, it says what they went in and made them stop what?
Let's see, officials at the University of California, Los Angeles School of Medicine are facing a lawsuit for unethical disposal of donated corpses, use it as willed body program. On October 31st, a family filed a class action complaint against UCLA for breach of contract, negligence, and fraud. Family members claim that starting in the 1950s, the university's medical school cremated used human bodies along with medical waste.
Now, let me just say this. These ain't just some thugs in the street. John Hopkins, part of it. So we're talking about way up. Now, the biggest shock I got in doing the research, you hear people talk about how long the lines are for kidneys and stuff. I didn't know that if I die today and you get my lung tomorrow, you get 20 more years added to your life if they're not fresh. So when you stand in line and say, I've been waiting for 2 years, you'll get it. But you might live 4 more years, 5 more years. So now this means what? Are the super, super rich people going to use an old organ? Or they're going to see you walking down the street and realize you got that little band on. Let's get it, Cheney. I tell people, I say, Cheney walked up to me and said, when the next time you have a show? I said, why? I said, I want to see it. You? He said, yeah, I got to change your heart. and so when you start looking at how this government hides stuff, and the American people, for instance, this is the document that got King killed. This is the government. What's
the memo on that?
Let me see, the date is what? What's this? 6/29?
You got to talk so they can hear you now.
6/29, what's that, 19? I can't even read out the end date on that. What's
here.
Okay, gotcha. April 12th, 1968.
Okay, here, you missed something.
Oh, 28 March through 12.
Now, he was killed April the 4th. They went into Memphis, okay, March the 28th. Before they hit him, and stayed in case they had to clean up in case somebody saw something that they wasn't supposed to see. Now, this here comes out of Maryland. This is the
official memo.
Official. I had it before anybody else had it. Okay, now this says what here?
The attached after-action report covering the civil disorder operation Lantern Spike, 28 March through 12 April 1968.
Now this is the United States government. This is official United States government, huh?
Mm-hmm. Now, for the people that don't, we have a generation, at least three generations that are not familiar with your work and your research in the civil rights and uncovering the conspiracy and the actions of the United States against Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Can you expound on like how you got those documents? How you
No, I can't expound.
You know, how you successfully took on the most
Like, did you go to the whorehouse last night? and did you get Big Booty Mary?
No, I'm not going to speak on that.
Yeah, please.
Like, hold on there, hold on. Now, but you know how you took on the justice system.
You don't. You just first, when you make money and you're a celebrity, there's a whole lots of people that don't like what they're doing. Let me show you how it works. You work in a coal mine, huh? And they got the little canary down there to smell the gas, huh? But you can't stop. I mean, think about this, man. This America, you can't stop working because you got a house note to pay. You got 3 children in college, huh? You got a vacation and all that you have to take. You got insurance. So I got to keep going. I don't like it.
Right.
So wait a minute. I think if I can give this to Dick Gregory, he can, and that's the justification of that, you know, and
the atonement or something.
Yeah, you know. And so, but then I have to watch out for 2 things. I got to watch out for the government tricking me, huh, to discredit me. So I have to go out and check everything over and over and over. And now you get a lot of help out there because there's so many people now. I had a guy walked up to me, I heard you say this 20 years ago, and I saw it in the paper today. I thought you was crazy. Well, what make you think I'm not crazy? Huh? Because all at once you learn something,
so you gotta,
I'm not crazy no more. Crazy people know stuff. You know, if it's a crazy person see you set that house on fire and kill 5 people, they're gonna let him testify, her testify. And so consequently, have America gone beyond the point of no return? Well, if I knew it, I wouldn't say it. Because I know how afraid American people are. I know how spiritual ignorant they are because I watch my mother. When I see what these white cops is doing and police in general are doing, it reminds me of my mother. See, my mother worked for super rich white folks. And they would go on vacation. And she knew my mother had 6 children, and they didn't have nothing left for her. So she had to go out and run ads in the paper about day work. Well, a lot of black women knew that you got a lot of them perverts that would bring you to an empty house and rape you and kill you. But they had to go anyway, okay? But it was the white folks with big money. She didn't count. So what did she start doing? She started stealing food from them. She started going to the grocery store, buying food for them and for the neighborhood. See, anytime you give a human being a job that's beneath their dignity, okay, and the non-spiritual part of them will start stealing. I'm born in 1932. I saw cops stand on the corner and talk to the pimps and the hoes and the prostitutes. I saw the policy in the dope with the guy leaning in the police car. I ain't crazy. So you gonna tell me about having respect for cops? How? Okay? Now you white folks don't see that. Huh? We see it. Okay? And so all at once now, I'm a kowtow to you because you don't know. We watched it every day. Huh? Go out on the corner where black folks are selling dope. You know, 5-year-old children know it, but the cops don't know it. The mayor don't know it. Huh? And so you got a lot of people now that had a mindset, so they got people they can give it to, and so they bring it to me. And so J. Edgar Hoover sent a telex to the Chicago Bureau of the FBI to kill me. Huh? I had the copy before the Chicago FBI got it. Huh? You know, I mean, people brought it to me.
Was it Hoover?
J. Edgar Hoover. Yeah,
they got the building named after downtown.
Oh yeah, they got one. That's. Let me. No. It all, you see. If white folks just had to worry about the church, they'd be in good shape. Right. The word God means power. Don't mean nothing else. Power. Right. That's why they can call the mafia the Godfather. Right. And my mother, just in her spirit, she didn't get upset. She didn't know, but she know that's not out of order. Right. God's name is I am. So every time you say, I am hungry, I am tired, that's using God's name in vain. God can't be hungry. God can't be poor. God can't be tired. Right. My mama didn't know that. Right. She thought, God damn, well here, if you go out to the lake and dam up the water, you get electric. Right. That's power. Yeah. That's what God damn means. Now explain that to black people. My mother did not know that King James was King of England. Right. She just thought he was sent here to do the Bible. She didn't know King James was such a weird, strange homosexual. Right. He hated women so bad he killed his mama. Wow. And his lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace named after. Now, that ignorance was in my house. And I don't care what you cover it up with. Right. Let me just say something to you, man. If we so spiritual and godly, then how come black men is 4% of America's population? Damn near 500 million people, we 4%, 82% of prostate cancer death is black men. Right. Now you can't get around that. I don't care what you believe in, who you pray to. How can I be 4%? Because this white boy destroyed my manhood. And I'm going to try to get it back through sex. That's a violation of the universe, okay? And so, and so consequently, when you think about what we heard, see, children don't hear what you mean, they hear what you say. So when you tell a black child you got to be twice as smart as a white, they hear you saying it's stupid. Right. I didn't get that from no white. I got that at home. I remember one day I called my house and one of my daughters sent for me. I said, tell your mother to come before I want to yell at her. And I heard her say, Mommy, why daddy want to yell at you? See how I work? No. Let me just ask you something. If you have a daughter that's 6 years old, and I'm your brother, and your daughter told you that I was touching her body, no. If you look in that camera, what happens to your face when she tells you that? No, I mean, just
by your responses, I'm about to do something. Yeah.
Okay, she thinks she did something wrong. Huh? Mm-hmm. You see, there's a human piece that don't supersede the God piece. When I take my grandchildren, because what I'm telling you now, I didn't know this. If you ever drove down the street and passed a paper mill, any of you, there is no stink like a paper mill. Right. But the people that work there don't smell it. That's black folks live with this filthy, degenerate, ungodly wench, and we don't smell it. So we become part of it. Okay? And so when you stop and think about what they tell us, the story, David. Now, I'm not talking about Hustler magazine. I'm talking about in the Bible. King David looked across the balcony and saw this naked woman and sent for her. What? Hey, give me some more of them books. So he gets her pregnant. her husband is down on the front line fighting the war for King David. So he said, well, let me bring him home. And you sleep with him, and he'll think it's his baby. So he comes home, he leaves, go back, and she informs the king he didn't pleasure me because he didn't think he should do that while his men is on the front dying. So what did King David do in the Bible? Had him killed, huh? Had him killed, huh?
People they don't look at that. They don't.
Well, because these are the same evil white folks that create slavery wrote that Bible. God ain't had nothing to do with that. Are you serious? Huh? Let's look at a nice story. Adam and Eve. So God made Adam. And one day Adam said, God, I am lonely. And when God didn't say, how can you be lonely when I ain't made nobody but you? Right. Story ends.
Right. Exactly. Right.
How you know what lonely is? Huh? How do you know what lonely is? I put everything on this planet, including you, and I ain't made no two of you.
Right.
So let's follow it through now. So now he creates Adam, goes into me. And wait. You mean the God that put every star in the universe? But when it comes to making a woman, he got to take something out. That's magic, man.
Right.
That's magic. Huh?
You're right.
This is, we're not talking about some punk priest or some preacher over here. We talking about the universe was made by this wonderful. And you know what kills me? You tell black folks, say, you don't believe in God? And that's like a welfare mother trying to defend Rockefeller's money.
Right.
Huh?
Well, that's what happens in this political climate.
Yeah, well, even before that.
Yeah.
Before that, you know, and so consequently, what was it, about a month and a half ago, when them white folks in Indiana decided that they was going to pass legislation that said if you have a business in same-sex marriage come in, you have a right not to serve them. Man, when them white folk talk about boycott, you should have seen them change that story. Whoa, wait a minute, hold on. Then you ask them, well, why do you feel that way? Because the Bible said that's a sin. Prostitution is a sin, gambling is a sin, murder is a sin. You let them come in, oh, stuff don't work.
Right.
Stuff don't work.
Something not adding up.
And so they said, the army said, well, you can come in, just don't tell us. I don't want no rape me, but
don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell. Rape me, but don't let me see you do it, because I kind of enjoy it. Huh? Now watch this now. Don't ask, don't tell. You think this is something new?
No.
You ever seen General George Washington with them tight satin pants on?
I always wondered about that.
Them high heel shoes? that wig and makeup on?
Wait a minute. Hey.
Oh, man.
All of that is about to come to an end. You know, one of the most powerful drugs in the history of this planet is nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Did you hear me? About 10,000 times more potent than crack, cocaine, and heroin. But the old black folks didn't have no problem with it as long as I can feel this way and ain't violating God.
Right.
Okay? And so when you stop and think about, you know, how we slide stuff over. Look, you know how many old folks don't understand young folks on drugs? Huh? Addiction.
Right.
Huh? More black folks will die the next 12 hours from pork chops and salt than will OD from hard drugs in the next 6 months. Ignorance is a mess, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
The same thing that they hook to, But at least when folk get down taking crack and all that stuff, they don't have to take no pills. Mom and grandma got to take 40 pills. Because I'm going to eat these pork chops. Huh? And so when you stop and think about it, I had a woman call me on the show and ask me about the youngsters wearing their pants.
Right. And then they get the information about it too.
No, think about this.
I don't understand that.
Think about it. The people that killed Jesus Christ wasn't wearing their pants low. Huh? The mafia is some of the most immaculate dressers in the world.
That's true.
Huh?
That's absolutely true.
The dope pushers standing on the corner don't wear their pants low. But I told the lady, I said, I can't answer you on that. She said, why? I said, well, I used to drink a fifth of scotch every day. Every day. For 25 years. You know how many times I drove home drunk? Driving drunk is a felony. Walking with your pants below your butt is not a crime. Huh? So how you going to ask a felon, just didn't get caught, to comment on some folks that's... But if that was women, men would love it. That's what they go out to the beach. They go out to the beach, man, in the summertime just to look at them with them bikinis and stuff. And so, thank God, all of this is about to come to an end. Okay? The whole money thing. Huh? I mean, God, my rent's due. Well, what God you praying for that didn't know your rent was due?
Right, exactly.
Here's somebody put the whole universe, but don't know your rent's due. And so, one of the things, if you understand, one, the dinosaur been gone 2 billion years. The same God that made me made the dinosaur. They was bigger than mountains, man. Terrorized everything. They've been gone 2 billion years. Do you know the same time the dinosaur was here, the butterfly was here? The butterfly was here. The turtle was here. 2 billion years later, the dinosaur been gone. The butterfly and the turtle is still here. Now that's a hell of a message from the universal God. It don't make no difference how big and nasty you are. That little beautiful butterfly is here, and the dinosaur is not. The turtle. Now, most folks in the civil rights movement didn't know what I'm fixing to tell you now. They said, well, how did y'all do that? You see, there are some white folks that know who we are. We took on the mightiest, filthiest government that ever existed in the history of the planet and defeated them. Huh? With love. Well, all my grandmothers sending their children to war. Huh? And here's a group of people come through. I was there. Old folks. Huh? Young folks. Huh? I was there. And we won. Why? The turtle. Not Harvard, Yale. What's the turtle? Hard on the outside, soft on the inside, and willing to stick your neck out. Huh? I was there. I remember one day, I was so scared. I had a wife and a family. I'm so sick and tired of black people. My children. My children. When I bought me a Rolls Royce, I bought it for myself. This is a game we play. We're the only people on the planet that want to put the blame on my children. They don't know nothing about civil rights. Nobody. Huh? I remember when I was a little boy, I'd hear them old black Christians saying, oh, Tony's going into the Navy. Can't find a job. So I'm going to take my spiritual Christian self to make money to kill somebody I don't even know. I got a gun and the Bible in the same house. How long did it take me to get that out my head? Thank you, Dr. King. Thank you.